Hello, everyone. I'm Ben Smith, along here with Andrew Connolly. You're wearing a hat inside, Andrew. What's wrong with him? We are here live from Studio A. It's at your high school. Jeez, getting excited.
Yeah, we'd like to thank Mr. Roser today for allowing us the studio space. And let's just jump into news today. What do we got?
Actually, elephant in the room, you passed your driver's test. Round of applause for Andrew. Passed his driver's test.
Thank you very much.
Had us all frightened. We didn't think you were going to do it.
Actually, I almost crashed yesterday.
Fun
fact.
Fun fact. Wow. Well, during the test or just
No.
around?
I was driving my dad somewhere. I thought I had it in reverse. It was in forward drive. Hit the acceleration. Almost hit a wall. Hit the brake in time because I'm an experienced driver.
You are an experienced driver, and I hope that will continue. All right, news stories. I don't know, this is kind of breaking news here. But this morning there was a 6.5, might have been upgraded to a 6.8 magnitude earthquake off the coast of California.
serious?
Yeah, it just was on CNN.
I never heard of that.
The extent of my research today was going on CNN.com. We're looking at the top stories. I'm not going to lie to you guys. So what do you think about that? Earthquake. I take oceanography, Mr. McGuire, and he was really concerned. Is the plate, the fault lines out there in Northern California?
How big was the Japan one in 2011? Do you know how big that was?
Ooh.
7.8?
7.8,
7.8?
7.8, 7.9. 7.9, Cecily says. She's fact-checking us up there. The Surgeon General today, or the other day, stated that e-cigs, those little vape pens everybody seems to like, are not good for you, which I think everybody basically knew. They've been up 900% in 2011, the usage of those in people overall, the most in middle school and high school students. There was nicotine is still a neurotoxin, Andrew.
What?
And still affects the brains of developing young adults.
Yeah, whatever.
And then finally, our last national news story of the day. A contestant on Jeopardy actually died before her show could air.
Oh,
Cindy Stonewall lost her long battle with cancer after appearing on the show in June, and her air date was supposed to be December 13th. She disclosed her condition to the people who she auditioned to when she first auditioned for the show, and she was going to donate all of her winnings to cancer research. So
that's terrible.
That's not what we like to see. So we're going to kick it local now. So you want to talk audit? Let's talk cafeteria audit.
Sure. So this week, the manager of the cafeteria, what's her name?
I don't know.
The manager of the cafeteria announced that there would be an audit on the cafeteria this week. Ooh. And what is an audit?
Hold on, our producer Brian's got it. Oh, God. Keep it going. An audit is an official inspection of an individual or organization's account, typically by an independent body. The verb, conduct an official financial examination of an individual or organization's accounts. So, looks like they're taking a look at the books, Scituate High.
Mm-hmm.
So we actually tried to find the manager. I don't know her name. I feel bad. I don't know her name. But we tried to find her yesterday afternoon to interview her, talk about it, and she was not around.
We searched the entire
back of the cafeteria. Went in behind the stuff.
We brought a camera, folks.
We brought a camera.
We searched everything.
You have the B-roll. Cue the B-roll while we talk about the rest of it.
There was nothing to find.
Nothing to find. We talked to Mr. Wargo.
He refused the interview.
And we said, Mr. Wargo, there's an audit happening. What do you know? He said, I don't know what's happening.
Mm-hmm. Miss Wade Baker.
Miss Wade Baker.
Refused to be on camera.
Refused to be on camera, but she told us that they were conducting a water inspection, which isn't an audit. It's a different thing. So they took water samples, and that was something that the town is doing at Scituate High School.
So it doesn't matter.
Segue, speaking of water fountains, let's kick it to our group who's fixing the water fountain right now. I think they're doing some work on it.
Okay.
What are we doing today, boys? This is the water fountain group.
For no reason.
What's Capstone, is it called?
Yeah.
Capstone Engineering Group. They're people who fixed the water fountain for us. Can somebody talk to us about what you guys are doing?
We're kind of busy right now.
One of you busy.
We're plumbing.
Plumbing. They're doing some plumbing.
We're doing some plumbing.
Yeah, we're looking at the old fitting. Get the camera down here. Come here. All right. So here's your water filter, right? This connects to this thing. What our task is, we're gonna get up in here. Get that angle. Get in there. We're gonna get up in here. We're gonna plumb that into our new water filter housing.
All right.
Oh my God.
Okay, now we're back. Wow, they're really doing. I love those guys. They're just making sure we have healthy drinking water, which is always a plus.
Yeah, they're doing pretty good.
I think they're doing excellent. Where do you guys? What else do we got? Oh, bag situation in the lobby. Remember the video you took
Oh
yesterday?
yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, go right ahead.
You are an athlete or a hockey player. Don't put your bag in the lobby, please.
I'm standing here, well, sitting here in a mess of hockey bags here in the lobby of Scituate High School. They appear to be bags of boys JV players and girls ice hockey players. I don't think they're supposed to be here, actually. Yesterday, before my practice, I talked to Mr. Louette, the athletic director, and he said that the bags could no longer be put here. I'm not sure why, to be completely honest. I think it might be a fire hazard. But in the future, if you are a hockey player, then your bag needs to go in the entryway next to the large gym, where the trophy cases are and where you would come in for a basketball game. I'm Ben Smith, Scituation.
It's informative. Very informative stuff by me.
Let's go to weather with Matt Fishman.
Thank you, Ben and Andy, and we're back for another week in weather. This week we have a very different week than we had last week. This week we may have a little snow. We haven't really seen that at all. We saw a little bit of snow last week, but it was just a little dusting, coat the ground here and there. Well, this week, on Monday, we're looking at a temperature of about 40 degrees. In the morning we may have a little snow, maybe about 1 to 3 inches. But however, it will warm up, so it will start to mix with some rain, and eventually it will just turn over to all rain. However, Monday night, the Patriots are playing against the Ravens down in Gillette Stadium, and in inland Massachusetts, it may be cold enough to support some snow throughout the game. We may have all snow, we may have some a wintry mix of precipitation. However, it's not going to be nice down in Gillette Monday night. On a Tuesday here in Scituate, we're looking at about 40 degrees, and there will be some showers throughout the day, perhaps some snow later in the day as the temperature begins to fall. Wednesday, we're looking about 40 degrees again, and there may be a little snow and rain depending how cold it gets. Moving on to Thursday and Friday, these will be the coldest days of the week. We're looking at very cold temperatures, coldest of the season. We haven't seen this since last winter. On Thursday, we are going to see 27 degrees, and it will be mostly cloudy, very chilly. And then on Friday, we will see 26 degrees and mostly sunny. And that is your weekend weather on the Ben and Andy Show.
He's amazing. I love him.
Yeah, he's so much better than us.
So good. He makes us look bad.
If you remember last week, we happened to forget the ski team when we were talking about all the winter sports.
I'm sorry, ski team.
Yes. So this week, we got an interview with the captain of the ski team, Cecily Fasanella. I'm sitting here with Cecily Fasanella, the captain of the ski team. Now, Cecily, I just want to ask, how did you become the captain of the ski team?
So I've been a member of ski team for 4 years, actually. I started as a freshman, and I'd never raced before in like a semi-professional race, which is what we do. And the former captain actually taught me everything I know. So over the years, I've just been picking up skills and fine-tuning skills. And this year, I was actually voted captain for my final season, which I'm really excited
congratulations.
about. Thank you.
How many people normally do the ski team?
It varies from year to year. My freshman year was probably the smallest team. We had only about 15 people. This year we're at about 20 people, and I'd say about half of them are snowboarders.
Oh, wow. All right. So where do you guys normally compete?
During the weekdays, we compete at Ragged Mountain. I'm sorry, not Ragged Mountain. We compete at Blue Hills Mountain, which is in Canton. And then on the weekends, we go all the way up to Ragged Mountain in New Hampshire.
Pretty awesome. Do you have any great memories from the ski team or anything you want to share? Any stories?
Last year, I actually broke my collarbone.
Oh,
I was
wow.
going down the course, and they didn't have the netting up on the side that they were supposed to. And I actually fell into a ravine.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's radical.
But since then, I've recovered, and I'm back again, and hopefully that won't happen this year.
I hope so, too. Who is the coach of the ski team?
The coach is Mr. Mackey, and it's really interesting to have him as a coach because he's also the boys soccer coach and the girls lacrosse coach. And ski team's a really different dynamic than a lot of the other sports he coaches. And it's great to have him as a captain with a more laid-back sport because you get to see a side of him that I feel a lot of students don't get to see.
All right. Now, are there any requirements to join the ski team?
Not too many, no. You have to be a student at SHS, obviously, and you have to either ski or snowboard. You don't have to have any prior race experience, but we do ask that you just kind of know how to ski, are able to hold yourself up, and from then we'll kind of teach you whatever you need.
All right, and lastly, where can someone find out more if they want to join the ski team?
If you want to join the ski team, it's not too late to join. We're still taking members up until our first race.
Which is, when's the first race?
Our first race is whenever we get snow. So
Oh,
we're
wow.
hoping
makes
that it'll
sense.
be sometime next week, but it could be in the new year. I would get information from Mr. Louette or Mr. Mackey or myself if you see me around school.
All right, thank you very much, Cecily.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so little sports action for you guys. Boys hockey plays Saturday night. This probably won't be up by Saturday night, even though we're filming this on Thursday because Andrew takes forever to edit these. Basketball's home opener is Tuesday night here at the high school against Hingham, and the boys hockey team plays again Wednesday night at Habermock. Breaking news story: Ben is I'm not a stupid head, Andrew. That's just mean. All right, so I am here now with Brian Coughlin in our first edition of Hot Cakes, our hot takes segment.
Hot cakes.
Hot Cakes, it's fire. What are we doing, a minute on the clock?
Minute.
60 seconds on the clock, and let's jump right in. Madonna twerked the other day on carpool karaoke, my mistake. Is she too old to twerk?
Yes,
Yes,
100%.
okay.
Absolutely too old. It's
It's Madonna.
yeah, no, too old to twerk.
Too old to twerk. All right.
She's 60,
She's not 60. She's like 50-something.
but she's too old to twerk.
She's too old to twerk.
I'd say there's a 45 cap.
45 years
on,
old?
on twerking.
All right. There's a Santa Claus, mall Santa in North Carolina, told a kid he wouldn't get gifts because he was too fat and needed to lose weight. Is that okay to do as a mall Santa? I don't think it is.
Do we know how fat the kid was?
The kid was pretty fat. The kid's 9 years old, though.
Too mean. That's mean.
That's kind of mean. I think that's
I don't know. That's a little harsh. I'd say that's a little too far.
All right, we're gonna
on
go
that
kind of
one.
political in this one. Angela Merkel.
Who?
And she's the Chancellor of Germany.
Sweet.
She wants to ban the traditional veil used in Muslim culture to promote national security. I think that's a good move. This is kind of political. It's more serious than I
Oh
think.
God, this is a thinker. No, not a great move. You can't ban a religion.
I mean, I've always been a good, big national security over individual rights guy, so I think it's maybe might be okay.
All right.
Moving on. The color of 2017 is green. Is there a better color than green?
2017
2017 is green.
says who?
Marla, I don't know. It was on Twitter. I looked on Moments on Twitter, and this is what I got.
I don't know.
Is there a better color than green? I don't know about
Yeah,
the
there's
history
a ton of better colors than green.
What's your color of the year?
Blue.
I'm gonna go with blue also because you're the sailors.
Yeah,
Boys are
sailors.
blue.
You're the sailors.
See them. Mick Jagger, you know who that is?
I do.
He's a dad at 73. That's
new-
crazy.
a new
A
dad?
new dad. He's like
Too
he's
old.
70, way
Too
too
old.
Go back to the Madonna thing. He's
Madonna's
way,
too
way.
old to twerk, and
He's too
Mick
old to have-
Jagger
he's
is too
73.
old to be a father, a new
And
father.
last but not least, giraffes are low-key facing extinction.
Are they?
Sneakily wading down. What do you think we should do to giraffes? And you
Save them. Those things
save
are
the giraffes.
beautiful.
Save the giraffes.
Save the giraffes.
That was Hot Cakes, everybody. Tune in next week for the next week's edition.
That was more than 60 seconds.
Yeah, that's the
way
point.
more
That's
than
the
60
point.
seconds.
While we were filming the show earlier, our little intern, Nathan Moore, decided to go investigate the cafeteria audit situation. And he went down to the cafeteria and he decided to interview the staff and figure out what's going on. So Nathan, what is going on in the cafeteria? What is going on in the cafeteria?
Yeah, so we assumed the audit was simply a financial audit where they would count all the money and make sure everything's correct, but it's actually a state mandated audit where for this current week, while we are filming, what they do is they will both take note of who buys lunch, who receives free or reduced lunch, and not only that, but what you buy. What percentage of students are including a fruit with their lunch, which is a mandated process, as well as how many students are getting vegetables, and the nutritional value of the lunches. And they'll take all these numbers and average them out to make sure that at Scituate High School, students who get lunch are getting the nutritional value mandated by the state, and these numbers will be reported to the state.
Thank you very much, Nathan Moore.